Resale transactions for HDB flats are up more than 25% last year, the highest since about a decade ago. Analysts say that this could go up even more, with a record number of flats reaching their minimum occupation period this year. Rebecca Mateo with more.
The resale market is heating up, with homes changing hands at record numbers. Condo transactions nearly doubled from the year before, with around 20,000 units sold. HDB resale flats went up to about 31,000, compared to about 25,000 in 2020. Analysts say construction delays mean more are making do with existing supply, particularly for HDB flats.
Given that the private housing market is quite expensive to quite a fair bit of the HDB owners, the resale market is kind of a good way to look for the larger units or for more space, partly driven by this work from home or remote working phenomenon.
But this year, a fresh supply of resale flats is set to gush into the market. A record number of around 31,000 will be reaching their 5-year minimum occupation period, or MOP. Many could take the opportunity to sell or rent out now.
So they will either upgrade to a private property or purchase another flat. So for those who wish to buy a private property, they may want to sell their flats or their unit first before buying the private property, so as not to incur the additional buyer's stamp duty. So some people may rent in the interim. In this way, demand for rental may be driven higher.
Rental transactions for condos increased by 10% from the previous year. It's around the same for HDB flats. On average, the strong demand could push rents up by an additional 7% this year. That's more than in 2021. But one analyst thinks this won't be the case, and that the fresh MOP flats will be enough to absorb demand.
Because most of the tenants tends to stay where they are staying. So these new units have to lower their price significantly to attract tenants. Otherwise, especially with all the difficulties in traveling and the difficulty in getting new workers to come to Singapore, you'll see that demand is not going to pick up as fast as the increase in completions.
Overall, analysts still think home prices will grow more slowly this year, with December cooling measures set to make an impact later. Authorities also announced a bigger pool of build-to-order flats, starting with about 3,900 flats in places like Geylang and Tengah this February.